Something a little different today. How much money do I make on this YouTube channel? That's what I'm going to talk about today. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that it has nothing to do with money. I'm documenting my GLP-1 health and weight loss journey after menopause, and I've been doing it for a little over a year. I never expected to make money, and that's not why I started doing this, but I did end up getting monetized, which was a fabulous bonus. So when I started making these weekly GLP-1 videos about 13 months ago, I had, I don't know, a handful of followers related to the videos I had before this, which had nothing to do with my own personal health journey. They were about anxiety and creativity. It was mostly stuff that I had posted on Instagram a few years ago that I had also just put up on YouTube. So I hadn't really invested much energy at all in YouTube. And when I started making these weekly videos is when my audience started to grow. So I started off with, I don't know, less than 50 followers last year. And I remember in one of my first few videos last year saying something like, oh, I don't even have 100 followers. And when I hit 100 followers, I was like, oh my gosh, wow, this is so cool. So didn't have really high expectations. I really just wanted to connect with some women over menopause and GLP-1 medications. Hi guys, I'm editing this. It's late this week. I just got back from visiting my daughter and my granddaughter in Wisconsin. This video, I'm so sorry, the glare on my glasses, the sound quality, the angle towards the end of the video, my camera was really low and I didn't notice. This is not my best production, but here it is. Here's what I earned on YouTube last year. A note about getting monetized on YouTube. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I reached 1,000 subscribers after about 6 months of posting these weekly GLP-1 videos, but I wasn't at 4,000 watch hours yet. And then this one video happened to do really well, and that pushed me over kind of more quickly than I thought it would to having enough watch hours. So I became monetized mid-July of last year, of 2025. And I didn't even really understand what that meant, but YouTube was actually really good at walking people through every step of the way. So I basically just did what YouTube told me to do, like fill out this form, make this account with Google AdSense, and it really walked me through it because I didn't know what I was doing. And if you just follow the steps, I became monetized. And since I got monetized in the middle of July, my first payment for July was actually, half a month. I'll pull that screen up in a minute. If you're new here and you got here because you're wondering about making money on YouTube, yeah, welcome. And my usual content might have nothing to do with your life. My channel is about post-menopause GLP-1 health and my journey to kind of reclaiming my health after menopause with the help of hormone replacement and GLP-1 medication and eating right and moving my body. Also, you know the drill. If you're enjoying this video, remember to hit like, subscribe if you're interested in my usual content, and always feel free to leave comments. My favorite part of having this channel is talking to you guys in the comments. Thanks. Please bear with me while I do screen share stuff. I'm still not totally familiar with the analytics page of YouTube, but I'll walk you through what I look at least. For all of July last year, you can see it started around the 21st or the 20th that I started to earn money. So that's when my monetization kicked in. Oh, it was this 5 things I wish I knew before starting a GLP-1 after menopause was the video that bumped me up over the needed watch hours. It just did a lot better than my other videos, as you can see here for the number of views. And I don't know why it did so well. I never know why one video does great and one doesn't. That was the first month, and the total revenue, it says estimated, but I think that's what my first deposit, my first payment was $102.86 from the last half of July. And then let's look at August of last year. So that would be the first full month. So the first full month, I earned $392.19 in ad revenue. Most of it still came from this 5 things I wish I knew. It made $172.06. And then the next one was the side effects episode, made $60. And then this Q&A I did was $55. And you can kind of go all the way down and see, yeah, down here to where videos were making, $1. There's some down here that made nothing, made 1 cent, made 9 cents. The views are definitely correlated with the revenue. This one got way more views than most of my videos. That might mean that doing another X number of things I wish I knew before I started would be a great idea. I don't know. I'll think about that. I don't know what all these different colors are. Oh, I see. It's that green spike. That must have been when this video, the side effects video, hit, because I got the most views right when it was released. And the yellow spike is when this Q&A hit. And then this one that got the most was just kind of getting a steady stream of views all month. And that's where I earned the bulk of my money. So if anything went quote unquote viral, I don't think 24,000 views is considered viral per se, but relative to my other videos, this is the one that really got me monetized when I did get monetized and earned the most money. I wonder if there's a way to find out how much I've made total. I don't know, in 2025. Oh, I see. Lifetime. So lifetime for this video has made $327.73. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so these are listed in descending order of revenue. So my highest earning month was December, where I made $482.10. And then my second highest was September, $433.83. Third highest was August. Fourth highest was this past month, January of 2026. And then November, then October, February, and which is still ongoing, because it's February 18th today as I'm filming this. And then July is the month that was half monetized, and it was $102.86. So for all of the months that were full months, it's ranged between $272 and $482. It's not the kind of money that will, pay my mortgage or anything like that, but it sure is nice to get that deposit. If I were to divide this by the number of hours I spend creating content, even on, let's take the highest month, $482.10. If I do one video a week, so let's say 4 videos, and I'm not going to count shorts because I made pennies on shorts, so I'm just going to look at regular videos. So $482.10 divided by 4 videos is $120.53 per video. If you divide that by the amount of time I spend on each video, the quickest part is filming it, and then the second quickest part is planning it, planning what I'm going to say, and then the longest part is editing it. And then there's making the thumbnail and getting it uploaded, which doesn't take that much time. And then there's the time spent looking at my comments and responding to comments, which is totally fun. So I don't even count that as work, but I probably spend 20 hours. So if we divide it by 20, that's $6 an hour. Yeah. And that's the best paying month. Remember, January through June, I made $0 for my videos. And if we average these, the rough average is $330 a month. And so if we divide that by 4 videos by 20 hours, it's $4.12 an hour. So yeah, it's not a lucrative side hustle or anything, but I love the fact that something I'm doing that's really meaningful to me and that's not only fun, but that I feel really passionately about, the fact that a few $100s is deposited into my account every month is amazing. I earn my living as a therapist. I'm a psychologist. And so if I really wanted to just increase my income, I would just see another client or 2 per week. If I just added 1 client hour to my caseload per week, I would make way more than I make on YouTube. So if you look at the total revenue to date from last July until today, February 18th, it's $2,682.40. That is not chump change. I will tell you though, that whenever I get one of these deposits, I immediately put 30% of it into my tax bank account. I'm self-employed as a therapist, so I'm used to the self-employment habit of setting aside money to pay taxes. So of this $2,682, I have 30% of it set aside to pay my quarterly estimated taxes, which leaves $1,877.68 in my pocket to date after taxes for this YouTube channel. I will not turn down $1,877.68. But I also want to emphasize that if I were doing this for the money I'm making $4, $5, $6 an hour on average, it's a terrible part-time job. If this money were to go away, if my ad revenue dried up, I would still do these videos because the money isn't why I'm doing them. But I did want to show people what I made. I think it's pretty cool. I should also note that I've started to make a little bit of money with brand collaborations. And I'm not going to talk about that today. That's a whole different beast. It's also one that I'm proceeding very cautiously with because I really only want to collaborate with brands that I already am a fan of. Like I'm wearing a Smartwool top, and I've been wearing Smartwool for decades. And they sent me this top for free to include a link below, and it's an affiliate link. And I am fine promoting Smartwool because I totally believe in their products and I spend my own money on them with the exception of this shirt and a pair of long underwear and some socks that they sent me. That's affiliate link income, and I really only list affiliate links in my description for products that I actually use. Like I drink Element every single day. I buy my workout clothes from Ayuga. I wear Smartwool for my outdoor walking, hiking, rucking, and just wear their socks even when I'm not working out. And I use the Hume Body Pod, and I've collaborated with them. So brand sponsorships and also brand affiliate marketing, I'm being really picky and only doing things that I'm a customer of. I did it with my dietitian too. I see my dietitian through Nourish, and I collaborated with them because I am a client of Nourish and I've had a really good experience with them. So yeah, all those links you'll see in the description, and just know that I'm a customer of those companies. Brands that are looking to collaborate with creators, you start getting companies reaching out wanting to, send their products and have you talk about their products on your channel. So much of it is stuff that, because I would never buy it and use it for myself, I don't want to promote it here. Not that there's even anything wrong with these products. I don't know because I haven't used them. But for example, I don't wear perfumes. And so if a fragrance company reaches out to me to collaborate, I'm not going to take their fragrance and get money or commission or whatever from them to promote a fragrance on here because I don't use fragrance. But when there's things that I really love, I want to tell you guys about it. I love getting recommendations from people I trust online. The shoes I'm using to hike right now are from a recommendation from a hiker. I have this sucky bunion on my left foot, and it makes a lot of shoes really uncomfortable for me. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to talk about my feet. You're here to hear about money. But it was getting a recommendation for a brand of shoes from a woman who hikes, who has bunions, that I tried those shoes and I'm wearing them now and my bunion doesn't hurt. And that was all because of a YouTube creator who uses them. So I will totally share things with you when I believe in them, but I'm not going to turn this channel into what would basically be like, a shopping network. Next week, back to our regularly scheduled programming on my GLP-1 health journey. I hope you enjoyed this little segue into my YouTube channel and what I've earned on it, and I will see you next week. Bye.